Today we're gonna learn a vital component of any college campus. It's how to flick a Frisbee. If you're not good at football, if you're not good at basketball, if you're not good at baseball, you can be good at flicking a Frisbee on a nice afternoon like today. Always good to know a little bit of history. Frisbees actually began in ancient Greece where they would throw discs made of bronze, and then later the Frisbee pie company tins were emptied by eating, flipped over, and then thrown all over Los Angeles. The name of the game when flicking Frisbees. Flick is when you have it out like here, like your chicken wing, and you're just rotating, throwing. The name of the game when flicking a Frisbee is sass. Sassy characters in movies.
Harry Potter's sassy?
Apparently.
Wait, like Harry Potter himself is sassy, or a character in Harry Potter is sassy?
Cusco from...
Oh.
So if you need to go watch Emperor's New Groove, focus in on Cusco, his mannerisms, that's gonna be the key to flicking a Frisbee. You wanna find a Frisbee? I have a 175 gram Discraft disc. Whammo's another company that's good. You're just gonna get it and put it in between your thumb, your pointer, and your middle finger. No need to hold too firm. It's not gonna run away from you, but you do wanna have a nice tight grip on the Frisbee. 2, you're gonna wanna lock your elbow at your hip. They're gonna get to know each other quite well. And they've known each other for a while, maybe 10, 11, 12 years, 15, for me, 28. And so they're gonna wanna stay really close together. You can actually have them touching as you're learning how to rotate and flick the Frisbee. Your favorite song, the only song you know while you flick a Frisbee, is I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. And that's the key to flicking a Frisbee. Stabilize your hips so you're rotating on one axis and just rotate around, and then as soon as you get to that point where you want to throw it, just flick your wrist. That's why it's called flicking a Frisbee. Just flick your wrist, your hands are gonna naturally release. Once you go through the ranks of throwing a Frisbee, once you get a few thousand reps in there, once you're comfortable with locking your elbow, maybe having it come off a little bit, rotate on one axis, flick and release, that's when you can learn how to really shape your shots. There's 2 main shot shapes. There is the out and in. That's a nice high floater. It just showcases the kindness, the brotherhood, the sisterhood of throwing a Frisbee. You find that receiver or that patch of grass and you just float it on in there. The second throw is a little bit more aggressive. It's when you're in the game and you want to win. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win in a game, and it's called the inside out. It goes a little bit faster. That tree knows I mean business. Here's a Rockmont Ready Frisbee fact of the day. You don't need a receiver to learn how to throw a Frisbee well. In fact, I learned in the backyard just with a huge field and just throwing it. And here's the key. It really gets your cardio up. If you have a Fitbit, an Apple Watch, or really good at counting, you're gonna showcase steps in the thousands. You're gonna be really in shape by the time you're done.
You can just edit it. You don't actually have to do it 10 times. It's gotta be real. You're gonna be so tired.
No matter what college or university you end up at or are at, enrolled but from home for now, there's not a field on any campus in the country where you couldn't earn respect by flicking a Frisbee with your brother, sister, or blades of grass. Good night and good luck. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout.